Alright, this ain't exactly a start to finish how-to here, but I didn't think to make a video until I was halfway into it. But wagon, and the bottom of the bolster kind of was crusted out. This is the piece I cut out that was right there. And of course I had a full load on it, and I was going around a real tight corner, and the whole end of the bolster twisted back and it folded the wheel up under the stringer, and it was a mess. But so here's what I got going thus far. I had it hooked to the skid loader in one of the holes of the bucket. Then I ran a chain from the other side of the skid loader bucket back to the spindle, which I have since taken off. And then I just tightened the chain binder until I got her bent back straight where it needs to be. And then I took and I cut out all the old crap. And this is a piece of 1/4 inch that I cut and welded on there and back here. And now I got a couple more pieces. There we go. I'm going to overlay on here and weld that on the bottom down there. Come on. And kind of rebox this whole works in. And yeah, that should hopefully hold her for the coming years. But yeah, just take the wheel off, then the spindle will come out nice and easy. If they haven't been greased, sometimes it's a pain, but this one slid right out. Just take the bolt out the top and it drops right out. Take the bolt out of your tie rod, but that's what I'm doing to fix it. I'll get them other plates fried on there and we'll get a finished product shot. One little note, this has got brass or bronze or some kind of bushings in that bolster. I didn't want to melt out that bushing, and I didn't want to try to press it out either, so I got a piece of a towel, wet towel, shoved up in there to make sure I don't melt that. Alright, here we are ready to weld on the first side plate. And this bolster is a little kind of screwed up, but what do you do? And so first I got a C-clamp holding this. I'm gonna weld this all the way up here and then probably over to about there. And then I'll weld the bottom and over to here, and I'll just take a hammer and I'll bend this in to close up that gap a little bit. It ain't a NASCAR, and I got hay on the ground I got to get up today, so we got to get her done somehow. Okay, I welded it top and bottom, and then I massaged it a little and put the C-clamp on there to get that lined up, and I'll put a bead across the top. Just ignore that little porosity in there. I ain't quite the welder tattoo is, but yeah, if you want to learn to weld, go watch somebody else. And there we have it, front plate done. Now I just got to put the back one on and put her all together. Alright, here is the back plate welded on. And when this first happened and I was trying to figure out how I was going to go about fixing this, you know, certain problems are like trying to add on to a round barn. Where do you start? And I thought about just, you know, plating the front and the back like this, but you wouldn't really gain a lot. You really need to, you know, have a good strong piece in the bottom here. That's where a lot of your strength comes from to keep it from wanting to twist over like that. And by getting this boxed in, that's where a lot of your strength comes from. So I really felt that that was necessary, and it was just easier to drop everything out for workability. But now we're going to give her the old rattle can red and then put it back together. Alright, we got her primed up nice and proper, and now we're just gonna give her the old quick implement bomb job. Oh yeah, just like nothing ever happened. Alright, now that the paint has had some time to dry, I'm going to put the spindle back in, which simply slides right up in here, like so. Hold it with my knee without falling out. Get this guy. Screw that in there like so. Now we got the tie rod. Get the bolt out of there. Get this lined up like so. And we got a double nut to put on here. And we'll get that stuff tightened up, and then it will be time to retire. Get it? Well, there we are, all said and done. Time to go try it out. Better than it was, good enough for what it is.